Well, excitement in the air. We've all known about this date for a long time, and the stage is set in the Spanish capital for the Uefa Champions League final. Hello everyone, I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary as always on these big occasions by Lee Dixon, and we're approaching kick-off time here at the Estadio Metropolitano. It's Atletico Madrid up against Bayern Munich.
Well, we started with 32 teams, Derek. Seems like an eternity ago. Now we're down to the best two. I've not played in the Champions League final. I surely wish I was playing tonight. Turn the clock back and let me run out there, please.
A massive part of the equation for France and their World Cup victory in 2018, Antoine Griezmann, Lee.
Well, he's a real threat, isn't he? Different type of centre-forward. Not going to win the ball in the air very often, but anything around the feet, around the box, he's absolutely brilliant. He's not bad in the air, I have to say, but his forte is in the box as a poacher.
Well, this is the final chance Atletico have wanted. You think back to 2014 and 2016 in the decisive games, Lee, when they came a cropper against Real Madrid.
Well, I've said in the past, losing in a semi-final is the worst game to lose in, but I've lost in the final as well, and that's pretty tough. You've got to get to the final, and when you get there, calm down. Calm yourself down before you play the game. It's just another game. Yeah, right.
This is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Diego Godin plays alongside Jose Maria Jimenez in central defence. And in attack, Diego Costa starts alongside Antoine Griezmann. Well, here is the Bayern side. Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, is between the posts. Mats Hummels starts with Jerome Boateng in central defence. James Rodriguez plays alongside Thiago in central midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out who will be crowned Club Kings of Europe. The ball with Rodri. Felipe Luis has it. Well, let's see, does he mean business? And the cross not quite accurate enough. The ball with James Rodriguez. Here is Thiago. Here is Arjen Robben. Tremendous vision, he's really sliced them open. Accurate ball in towards the near post. Simple for the keeper. Koke with it. And passing with a velvet touch. Atletico have the corner. And he's fired over the corner. And it's gone behind for the corner. And Koke with the delivery. And here's Rodri. Griezmann. Blocked by Thiago. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. And oh, a chance to fire them ahead here. And he has just fractionally misfired.
Yeah, he should have put his laces straight through the ball. Sometimes you can get too cute.
Now Griezmann. Tremendous intuition to win it back. James Rodriguez. They've given it away. The referee has decided to give the free kick to Athletco. Diego Costa. Now Juan Fran. He has plenty of support. And here's Griezmann. Front Ribéry. Now it's with Javi Martinez. Jerome Boateng. Thiago. David Alaba. Will there be a tangible end product? And Ribéry crossing. And a goal for Bayern. They nudge in front.
Well, the opening goal in any game is important, but the Champions League final, wow. Well, here we can see, Derek, from this better angle, it's all about the technique. When you're volleying a ball, it's all about timing. Let it get to the right place for your foot to make the connection, and there you go, in the back of the net.
So back underway, Bayern leading here. Juan Fran. Felipe Luis has it. Now can he make this move count? Lost possession. Here is Joshua Kimmich. Now it's with Javi Martinez. The ball with James Rodriguez. Felipe Luis has it. The ball with Rodri. Griezmann. Saul. And here now is Diego Costa. No-nonsense clearance. Atletico's European story is a compelling one. I remember, Lee, as a young boy, watching Atletico in the final of the old European Cup, losing to Bayern after a replay that was staged 2 days after the initial final. Saul distributing magnificently. And he has been ruled offside here. Can't have been by an awful lot.
Oh, I'm not so sure, but the linesman's got a better view than I have.
Here is Thiago. James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. Now, what can he do here? Well, he had... That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. James Rodriguez might fancy his chances here. Well, a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. Corner kick played in. You're not going to bamboozle the goalkeeper with a corner like that. It's with Saul. This is Diego Costa. Now Ribéry has it. It's with Mats Hummels. Front Ribéry. David Alaba. Given away by Bayern Munich. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And the block by Hummels. The ball with James Rodriguez. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Javi Martinez. Franck Ribéry. Now it's with Javi Martinez. Carrying a genuine threat here. That's an effective cross aimed at the back post. And up for grabs off the keeper. He just keeps going, no let-up. Well, regaining possession for his side, cleverly. And there's the whistle, half-time it is. A radiant Champions League final up to this point, Lee.
Well, nervous, cagey, boring. Not so this final. This has been a really entertaining game so far. Looking forward to more of the same in the second half, Derek.
And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out who will be... A no-nonsense defensive clearance. And oh, a chance to fire them ahead here. And he has just fractionally misfired.
Yeah, he should have put his laces straight through the ball. Sometimes you can get too cute.
Will there be a tangible end product? And Ribéry crossing. And a goal for Bayern. They nudge in front.
Well, the opening goal in any game is important, but the Champions League final, wow.
James Rodriguez might fancy his chances here. Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. James Rodriguez. Well, great read there to intercept. It looked as though he was going to score, but last-ditch defending is something you know about, Lee.
Yeah, he was hassled, it made him hurry his shot, and it's close.
Now Juan Fran. The ball with Rodri. Felipe Luis. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Here is Thiago. A free kick decision going the way of Bayern. And given away by Athletiko. Now it's with Javi Martinez. This is James Rodriguez. Is he going to punish them here? And Thiago. Well, sometimes for a goalkeeper, it's not about the spectacular, it's about the routine.
Absolutely. Concentration. Concentration. It's all between the ears.
Felipe Luis. Bayern moving the ball around and getting deep into opposition territory. Kimmich with it. Well, can he make this move count? Can they convert? And it's in from Ribéry, a man who does like to get his name on the score sheet.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion, he does, and he scores.
Well, a bit more analysis as regards the goal. Well, a second goal for them here. Rodri. Promising looking ball. And Griezmann's in here. And a goal!
Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
So there we have it, 2-1. Here is Thiago. And given away. Correa. Well, let's see, does he mean business? Manoeuvring his way forward. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
No, it was close. It was a decent effort. They'll keep plugging away, I'm sure.
This is Alaba. Hummels. Given away by Bayern Munich. And a very good challenge. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. And a substitution in the offing. Diego Costa. And here's Rodri. Now, what can he do here? Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Run-of-the-mill, really, for Neuer. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Now Juan Fran. And here's Lemar. A lot of momentum to this Atletico attack. That was splendid goalkeeping by Manuel Neuer.
Well, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. Can you argue against that with a save like that?
Over it comes. And ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Now Ribéry has it. Lewandowski now. Ribéry. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. And Lewandowski moving through the gears. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Leon Goretzka. And blocked by Godin. And given away by Atletico. James Coman! Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. And he's headed it in!
Well, as the ball comes to him, he's not got an awful lot of time or space, but he gets the power from somewhere, and it's a brilliant finish.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Well, he's setting the table for his team. Let's see what he has in store for them. Keeper didn't quite do enough. Can they hit on the break? Read it superbly to take back possession. Rodri. And it's Koke. Lamar. Carrying a genuine threat here. Koke's lost the ball. And it's all over now. A Champions League success story for Bayern Munich. Don't forget about the losers. But Bayern not focusing on that part of the equation too much. They've done more than enough in this final league.
Well, the expectation levels on these players is huge. They'll be expected to win this trophy. But expectation doesn't win anything. You've got to go out and prove you're the best team. They've done that. And look at them celebrate. Brilliant.
A club steeped in European tradition. They always expect to land silverware. But my goodness, this is always special. The coveted trophy awaits.
Well, they've been a team, Derek. They really have. That togetherness has put them on that podium.
Bayern Munich lift the trophy. A night for wild celebrations now. No two ways about that.
Well, their families and their friends will be involved in the celebrations, but this is for the fans. They've been with them through thick and thin. Now they get the reward. Brilliant evening for everybody.
Well, the party is very much on. The players don't want it to end. And now they will be happy to pose for pictures for the history books. Bayern Munich are the club champions of Europe. A no-nonsense defensive clearance. And oh, a chance to fire them ahead here. And he has just fractionally misfired.
Yeah, he should have put his laces straight through the ball. Sometimes you can get too cute.
Will there be a tangible end product? And Ribéry crossing. And a goal for Bayern. They nudge in front.
Well, the opening goal in any game is important, but the Champions League final, wow.
Well, great read there to intercept. It looked as though he was going to score, but last-ditch defending is something you know about, Lee.
Yeah, he was hassled, it made him hurry his shot, and it's close.
Kimmich with it. Well, can he make this move count? Can they convert? And it's in from Ribéry, a man who does like to get his name on the score sheet. Promising-looking ball. And Griezmann's in here. And a goal! Manoeuvring his way forward. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
No, it was close. It was a decent effort. They'll keep plugging away, I'm sure.
A lot of momentum to this Atletico attack. That was splendid goalkeeping by Manuel Neuer.
Well, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. Can you argue against that with a save like that?
James Rodriguez. Coman! Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. And he's headed it in!